Hi.
Hey guys, welcome to. Does my voice sounds like pretty
You still
rough?
you still got the arena voice.
Cheering too much, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Rez Hockey. This is episode 116.
Yeah.
Um, I'm Trev, and with me as always is Bush. What's up? How you feeling?
Ah, I'm spaced out. I'm still I'm just spaced out. Like I
It's
got
like
I'm in it.
hockey hangover.
Yeah. Well, that and I stayed up and watched the hockey game too last night. I watched
Yeah, I did too. You ever go like watch hockey or play hockey so much that you just don't want to watch it no more?
yeah.
Yeah, I get like that, but I wanted the Oilers to lose, but unfortunately they won. Because technically they're Canada's team because they have the
Yeah.
most Canadians, so kind of glad in a way.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that in a bit though. But yeah, uh Bush and I got back from Saskatoon yesterday, and Bush dropped me off at home. Then I had to pick up clean clothes and my vehicle, and I had to go back to Winnipeg because I have training. And that's where I am right now in Winnipeg. And I think this hotel is called a Hyatt House or something.
I
It's a pretty cool, nice area. I mean, hotel, but still. So that means I've been eating out. Like again, I ate out. So just sick of like
yeah.
fast food. It's not really like I should have just brought craft dinner and just made it because I have a kitchenette to in my hotel room. But yeah, welcome to 116. Um, we don't have a guest this week because we're going to talk about the Freddy. The Freddy was this past weekend in Saskatoon, and we have lots to say. We've been there. We
We
were there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We were there.
AM AM very AM to very PM on Sunday.
Yeah, we were
Oh,
there for 4 days from like 9 a.m. to watch the first game to the last game.
no, we were there from AM to AM on Sunday night.
Oh, Sunday. We
Oh
got
yeah.
at the rink at 9 a.m. and we left the arena at 1 a.m. That's dedication right there. There should have been like uh, a fan award. We would have wanted
Yeah.
because we were watching. Well, there's a lot of other guys that we saw that were there, but I like the shirt that you're repping.
Yeah.
Show us your shirt.
Wait, I'm over the mic.
Kissy Goose Rangers.
There we go. I
And
got
I'm
that.
wearing
I got that blur in my background, so I gotta. Yeah, Keys
and I'm
Rangers.
wearing the Gators Blackhawks. So represents. Uh, this episode is brought to you by the great, I was going to say the great people, but the great person from 21 Sports Limited. We just want to give a shout out to that company. That company was the one that made all the clothing at the Freddy. So if you're wearing one of those awesome t-shirts or pants or hats or a t-shirt,
Yeah.
that comes from 21 Sports Limited. So just want to give a big shout out to them, to her, to Kim. So yeah, they're pretty comfy clothing. So and we'll talk about that more later. Shout outs. Do you have any shout outs for episode 160?
I'm Googling the name right now. I want to be sure of it. Because they helped us out. Give your oh, come on. Why do I pick the slowest?
I gotta get better headphones, man. Okay, I'll give one. I'll give two out. One to our little friend Trent. We met Trent on Saturday. We took a picture with him. Little cool dude. And his mom Heather. I messaged his mom Heather because I felt bad that I we told him that we'd give him stickers on Sunday, but I couldn't find him on Sunday because the game between Whitefish and Beardies, it was so packed on ring two, I couldn't find him, right? So I
Hmm.
messaged his mom Heather and I apologize, but she said it's all good that he was probably running around outside. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to our little buddy there. And we want to give another shout out to
Okay.
Warren. Warren Kiwap.
You up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
came up to us and we had a good conversation with him. And he said if he knew that
Boom.
we had a kitchenette and a fridge and a freezer, he would have gave us some moose meat. So
Yeah.
that would have been sweet. We had a kitchenette at the we stayed right next door to the arena. Man, that would have been pretty cool to
Yeah.
cook some moose meat and onions right in our kitchenette. So he said next time that we're in Saskatoon, let him know and he'll give
Yeah.
us some moose meat. So that's pretty awesome. So it was nice meeting Warren. Go ahead. Who did you
Shout
have there?
out to Quick Signs and Digital Print in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. They helped us out when we were in a jam and they came through big time.
Yeah, they saved our ass
Yeah.
big time.
Hmm.
We're so grateful. Like we had a sign at the entrance on rink one when you went upstairs, and yeah, it was the sign was a hit, and it was all because of them.
Yeah.
I I went online. I didn't know where to get signs, so I just went on. I knew Staples made signs, and unfortunately, their signs weren't as good as quality.
Yeah.
So, and they had no banner signs. So, unfortunately, we didn't use them, and we were in a pickle. So, yeah, thanks to those guys, they really saved their ass big time. Anyone else?
Um, no. No.
Let's talk about your Edmonton Oilers.
Okay. I shall talk
Um,
about them.
they beat the Vancouver Canucks last night,
Hmm.
so that will put them in the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Stars. So we got Dallas Stars
Yes.
against Edmonton in the West, uh, Florida
Rain.
Panthers, and New York Rangers in the East.
Yeah.
So let's go talk about your team, man.
Okay. It was excellent. I was panicking because they're up 3-0, then 3-1. And then all I kept thinking was, oh, they got that dreaded 2-goal lead. Then they made it 3-2. And I started rolling my eyes and I was like, oh, damn it. But they held on to win. They killed off a 4-minute power play. McDavid got his stick up.
How does Bouchard get 20 points so far? I don't understand that.
He's got the Bush bomb. Shoots it on net, gets tipped.
Or he just passes to McDavid or Draisaitl, and
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm still not sold on Bouchard.
I know.
But yeah, it was a good series. It went seven. It's good to see that Vancouver didn't riot. I mean, they
Yeah,
have in the past where they lost and they go all crazy in
yeah.
Vancouver, but it was good to see that they really were really well mannered. So I at work today, I'm at a proposal writing workshop, and sitting beside a guy, and he started talking hockey, and then
Oh,
he started bragging that he's a Boston Bruin fan. It's like, whatever, man. I'm too tired. I don't care about the Leafs no more. I don't care about playoff hockey. Just leave me alone. That's what I thought in my head.
yeah.
But yeah, I was super tired. But nice guy though. Yeah. Yeah. He was a Boston fan. So feel sorry for the dude. Can't remember his name. So sorry if you're listening. Uh let's make picks for hey, did you find out our pool picks for the Freddy?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, but we'll
Okay.
just wonder if you found it.
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Who are your picks for the Western Conference Finals?
You mean to go on to win?
Yeah. Okay, I know who you're gonna say it's gonna win, but how many games?
Uh, I think it's gonna go. It's gonna go 6 games. No, 6 games. Edmonton.
I will go Dallas and I'll say Dallas at five. That's a pretty bold prediction.
Yeah.
So, what about the Eastern Conference with Brandon Montour, Florida Panthers, and the Rangers?
I think our cousin Montour is gonna. He's gonna step it up, and I think he's gonna read. He's gonna to lead his Panthers in 5 games.
I will say Panthers in 6. And will your pick, the Edmonton Oilers, touch the trophy?
I don't think they will.
I say Dallas will touch the trophy,
Yeah.
and I will say Florida won't touch the trophy. What about Florida? Do you think they'll touch it?
No, they won't.
So there's our picks for the Western Conference of the 2024 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah.
So I don't think, hold on, I picked Vancouver and I picked, yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong the whole playoffs, man. I suck at picking NHL playoff pools. Today is Tuesday, May 21st.
20 post.
And this past weekend was the Fred Saskatchewan Chiefs Thunderstick National Hockey Championship in Saskatoon. Bush and I had the opportunity and honor to attend the whole 4 days of hockey games, and it was awesome. Each game did not disappoint.
Nope.
I mean, especially Sunday hockey was wow. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good indigenous hockey players out there, and it's just each year the bar goes higher and higher. I mean, so it was really good to see. We just want to first say thank you to the Saskamoose family and the
Yes.
committee for your hospitality, for just opening, I mean, welcoming us with open arms. I mean,
Yeah.
these guys were so nice. Neil and his family, Gabe, Kim, and the rest of the family, they were so nice. They treated us like family. We were laughing and joking around all weekend, and
Yeah.
we hung around with them when we just stepped away from watching once in a while and hung around the clothing booth and just really down to earth family. And so I just want to say thank you so much, and we're already looking forward to coming next year and just
Yeah.
uh Gabe, get some rest. You were just ready to
Yeah.
go. Neil, Kim, you guys were just get some rest for a bit and regroup, charge that battery. I mean, it was really busy for them, man. So, but yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed myself so much. Um, it was good. Eagle Lake Chiefs, congratulations on the
Oh,
men's championship. It was a good game against Six Nation Ironman. Um, The finals was good. It was back and forth. First time that two teams from Ontario were in the finals.
yeah.
And congratulations to Red Pheasant Lady Rebels for winning the championship against the Alberta Thunderbirds. That one went, how many did that one?
Two
Two
overtimes.
overtimes,
Yeah.
3-on-3. Man, if I was a 3-on-3 on a national championship like that, packed house, I'd be middle of the bench just cheering my team on. I would just be too paranoid and worried. So I'd bench myself and just watch. So that was a really good game. Uh, there was 40 men's teams and 13 women's teams.
Yeah.
So it was really good. Of all the games we watched lots. I mean, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we were probably at the rink 10 to 12 hours each day, but on
Yeah.
Sunday we were there like how long?
16,
16 hours of just
9,
hockey.
10, 11, 12, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. Yeah. We got there at 9 and we left at 1. So
Yeah.
yeah, 16 hours.
So, what game that comes to mind when you think of this past weekend?
It wasn't part of Sunday, but they also put, The
Who?
Oilers when they
Oh,
El Cipontog Oilers when they redeemed themselves from last year and they convincingly punched their way into Sunday.
yeah,
Just
that
you,
was tense. I mean,
yeah,
OCN was 1-1-1 going into the fourth game,
yeah,
and El Subatuk was one, no, 2-1,
yeah.
sorry, going into the fourth game, and they needed a win and not a tie to advance to Sunday, and that was really good.
Yeah.
Like last year, OCN beat El Subatuk, but El Subatuk came and they won 5-0. I mean, they
Yeah.
were clicking, and that was a really good game. I would say that one too. Or the Whitefish Flyers and Beaters Blackhawks on Sunday.
Hmm.
That was a really good game too. So, I mean, every game was good, really. There was a lot of good hockey, and um what else? Unfortunately, there was some
There was some bad blood spilled.
bad moments, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
people like we were tagged on social media about like certain players not
Yeah.
treating other players with respect and calling them names and stuff like that. Like people like this person is, I won't mention their name, but someone who's well known in the hockey community and someone um who a lot of players look up to, a lot of youth look up to. And I guess
Yeah.
this person was acting, I don't know. I don't poor sport maybe
Horse
is the
sport.
best
Yeah.
you can describe this person. And so someone posted on social media, and of course we got tagged. But I mean, is like hockey is such a emotional game, right? You're gonna say things when you're just really emotional and you're just really competitive, right? So I'm not defending this person,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like when I played against Bush, I get mad at him. I
He
told him to F
does.
off one time because he was
Yeah,
just
he
taking
did.
my picture.
Yeah, he did. True
So,
story.
so, but I think,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in the public eye, you really have to be careful what you say and to who you say it. You can't let your emotions and get the best of you, especially when you're playing hockey and right because you're going to be looked at as being a bully
Yeah.
and like and it's true though. Like you can't call people stuff, and it hurts their confidence, hurts their feelings, and no one wants to play hockey and get their feelings hurt because of certain words. And so we just gotta be careful, right? So, but yeah, imports.
Imports.
I put on my notes, imports are important. As
Yeah.
in case as the Eagle Lake Chiefs,
Oh,
they
yeah.
had four imports, especially well, all their imports were good. Like Owen Hendrick, unreal defenseman,
Yeah.
MVP of the Freddie. He was an import. Mark Sinclair, the goalie, who won
Oh,
best
yeah.
goalie, was an import. It's the best I've ever seen him. Best I've
Hmm.
ever seen a goalie play in a tournament. I played in a lot of tournaments and watched a lot of tournaments, and I haven't seen a goalie dominate like that. He was seeing everything,
Hmm.
puck control, playing the puck. It's this guy was like this guy's money. And people were asking us, do you think he will go play for another team next year?
No.
And that's and Mark's a really loyal guy. Like he played for Eagle Lake last year and they didn't do too good. And he stuck with Eagle this year, and I think he is a loyal guy. So but he was unbelievable. He's still good. He won against Canoe Lake,
Kainai.
Kainai,
Yeah.
and Crossley. Three of those teams could have won the tournament as well. Did you just burp?
No, I'm coughing.
Oh,
My throat's dry.
so but yeah, Mark was this. It's a reason why he's playing pro hockey, and that was it. He just showed everyone
Yeah.
that he was a top-notch goalie. With that being said, like if you really want to win the Freddie next year, how much do you pay a guy like Mark? Because he won the game, some games
Yeah.
just by himself. You gonna answer that?
You pay him quite. You treat him well. You treat him very, very well. You ask every now and then. You ask if he needs a new stick or if he needs a new glove.
I mean, how much would
Just
you?
little things. I'd probably give him about three or four at least.
Grand?
Yeah.
I'd give him double that, man. I've talked to guys this past weekend, and they were telling me they made five.
Oh wow. Also depends how much money you have.
That goes the bigger reserves, right? Like who
Yeah.
are the rich reserves in out there in Indian country? Is it, I mean, if you really want to build a championship, your imports are going to be
Yeah.
huge for you. So you have four imports to choose
Oh
from,
yeah.
and I think if you don't have a goalie, I think that's the first thing you look at.
Yeah.
You go get a goalie. I think you have to dish probably I say 8 to 10 now for a good
Yeah.
goalie.
Yeah, because
You got Lee.
they're gonna be there won't be asking for it, but I think other teams are gonna be offering,
Yeah, I don't
right?
think like say I'm sorry for using that as a thing, Mark, but as an example. But I think teams are gonna go approach Mark now and say, "Here,
Yep.
what do you want? Here's a blank check.
Yeah.
8, 9, maybe even 10." We've known guys last year who made up to 8 Gs,
Yeah.
and now it's just like the Stanley. Like if I if a winning goalie on the Stanley Cup team became a free agent, he's going to get top dollar.
Yeah.
So it's the exact same thing. Best goalie at the Freddie, won the Freddie, free agent. He's gonna make bank, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really need equipment because right he has this pro team that he played
Oh
for will
yeah, I
give
guess
will
so.
then the sticks, he gets sticks by the dozen, so doesn't need that, but you
Mhm.
gotta pay for his flight, his hotel, and top of that, damn, I should have been a goalie. Probably, I'd probably be crappy, but I mean, there were so many like every import was good is so valuable. So that's one thing. Build your team from the goalie and work your like forwards or defenseman, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, like look at Leland Irving off PBC, and he was a really good goalie. I'm sure he got
Mhm.
paid some good coin too. So when
Mhm.
do you start fundraising for uh for the Freddie? Should you start right now?
You should
You
start
got
right now.
because it's expensive. I think it's probably
Yeah.
cost around oh geez. Your imports, you got four imports. So I would budget my imports maybe at 20,000 for my imports.
Yeah.
Then you got your hotel rooms for 18
Wha-
players. Shit, how much that's probably like what another 10 G's
Yeah.
for hotel. So that's 30,000. Then you gotta pay for mileage, then airfare if you're like El Supatuk or Six Nations or Miss Disney. That's
Hmm.
another 10 grand on flight. More than 10 grand for say 20 guys.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money. Then you gotta give them meals. Then you gotta give them money for admission for
Yeah.
15. Okay, let's see. We'll see it. It was $15 to get in a day. It was 4 days.
Yeah.
15 times four is 60 times, say, let's 18 players, $1,080 for admission for a team. That's a lot, man.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think it's around 40 G's
Yeah.
at least minimum. Just yeah, that's start fundraising right away unless you play
Yeah.
Lotto Max. I know I
Let's
forgot to get Lotto Max. It's that 70? Is that 70 or 60?
70.
Jeez. Maybe I have time next 9:30. But yeah, start fundraising right now. But it's I wouldn't go too far to start asking players that because players will have their seasons, they might be in playoffs, and they might be unavailable. So yeah, but your imports are so important in case of
Mhm.
uh Eagle Lake Chiefs as a perfect example. Therefore, imports were huge on their team. So imports are important. Anything you have to say about the Freddie?
Oh, I have a lot. No, just kidding. I was still you know, I thought coming off NAF A side winner, I'd get a couple looks, but during our free agent skate, but
It's good to see that people find our humor very comical.
yeah,
I think it was our goal to reach out to the people and just make you laugh and have some fun. We love joking around. We love laughing,
yeah,
and so we just thought it was comical to go to the arena Wednesday to Belshire and go for a skate. There was a couple players that were skating, and I think they wanted to play a pickup game, and but Bush and I exited
no,
before it was too late before they included us. So we skated around 15 minutes and shooting the puck around and making clips and we made some signs. We went to Dollarama, bought some markers and
yeah,
Bristol board and made a sign, which then Neil came and posed some pictures with us, and it was cool that he did that.
yeah,
But it was cool that we I liked it that we were just goofing around and yeah, doing some humor in that. So yeah, Wednesday was I think some teams were right that to leave Sunday or Monday and get
yeah,
their skate Tuesday, skate a little bit Wednesday and
yeah,
stuff like that. So it was, I think that's the thing. I mean, a lot like the far teams, the teams that have to travel a lot. So uh, we went to the meet and greet with the managers and the sponsors Wednesday night.
oh yeah,
And
that
it
was
was
fun.
huge for us because we got a sponsorship stick. I was not
Yeah,
expecting anything like that. So thanks. Excuse me. So thanks, Gabe and Neil, for giving us presenting as a stick. I was
yeah,
really honored, and I was like, I'm not crying, you're crying moment.
yeah,
Then Bush and I went while we were receiving our sticks. I they told me to give a little speech about the show, so I was unprepared, but it worked out good.
yep,
We met a lot of good people, a lot of nice people. So it was really cool. We got to see our friend Scotty Too Hottie Daniels this weekend.
yeah,
So it was really good to see Scotty. I mean, he's a great guy, funny guy, and I think he's on his way, or he will be on his way to Japan with Sydney for a hockey school that
hmm,
Daniels Hockey is doing in Asia. So, but yeah, it was good. We sat around with a lot of people who their companies were sponsors of the Freddie, and so it really helped us, I guess, with confidence wise, to that we attended this and just got we were honored receiving
yeah,
a stick, so I couldn't ask for a better evening that Wednesday night. It was good to see a lot of people out at the Freddie. I mean, this is pretty much the Stanley Cup Finals of Indian hockey. Um, the crowds was consistent. 50-50. We didn't win, unfortunately. The prize was 12,500. Would have been good to come home with that.
yeah.
Just all in $5 bills. So I wasn't even close to my 50-50. I bought 3 tickets. How many tickets did you buy?
Just two. I wasn't even close.
So what do you prefer? Daily 50-50 or just a whole weekend 50-50?
I prefer daily.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. I
Yeah.
mean, because that one day I won and it was pretty a nice gift.
Hmm.
So there goes our streak of 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
of not winning 50-50. But I made a list and I posted on our Facebook of all the players who played in the Freddy this year that were former guests of the show. So I'll go through this guest list, a player list, I guess. Okay, let's
Ooh.
go. Take a
I'll
deep breath.
I'll take over Brady Keeper when you get there.
Okay. We see Rabbit, Judd Blackwater, Colton Yellowhorn, Kaina Braves, our boy Mr. Devin Buffalo, aka just kidding, I won't say his nickname that I call him. Samson Hawks, Nate Breer, Owen Hedrick, Troy Williams, Mark Sinclair, Eagle Lake Hawks, the champs.
Eagle Lake Chiefs.
What did I call him?
You call them Hawks.
Why did I call him Eagle Lake Hawks? Sorry, guys. I have no idea why I call him. Oh, because I was looking at the list and it says
Yeah.
Samson Hawks, so I was just
Oh, okay.
E- Eagle Lake Chiefs. Sorry. Miss Taylor Tom, aka Taylor Hall, and Lily George, Red Pheasant Lady Rebels, Sydney Daniels, and Taze Thompson, OCN Blues. Maya Hedrick was part of OCN Blues. Connor Roulette, Red Pheasant Rebels. Keyshawn Gervais, Kisakus Rangers.
Brady Keeper from the Cross Lake. Well, so I'll group them up the way you did. Brady Keeper, Harley Garrock from Cross Lake Islanders. Then we got Dwayne Jean Jr., Craig McCallum from the Canoe Lake Young Guns, Reagan Yu, and Roddy Ross from the Canoe Lake Young Guns as well. All right, my screen is a little bit. Eric Roy and Caden Butterfly played for Aquasauce New Wild. And Skylar Tate Riome, Tony Apatagon, Chewy Chewiton Blacksmith, and Renee Hunter Jr. all played for Norway House Bruins. Silas Neposh, Miss Tisney Warriors, Creighton Sanapas, Troy Lajeunesse, Trey Lewis, Ryland Parental, Elsie Pogtug Oilers, and then Leon Denny from Gordon's Golden Hawks.
So there you go. That was our list of
Yep.
former guests, and that's quite the list. That's the quite the honor roll
Yep.
or alumni of Rez Hockey. So it's always good to and the cool thing is we talk to each and every one of these guys. I mean, I think there's a couple guys we didn't see, but we've seen most 95% of these guys and girls away from the ice. And we talk to them, and that's like I think one of the best things about this show is the friendships you make with these former guests and players that and they're so humbling and these like humbled, I mean, and they treat you really well and so it was very cool. I mean, it was always awesome to catch up with like Colton and Judd and Wasey.
Yeah.
Those three are legends, man. It's so many people love them. Like we were standing around with them, and so many people would come up and shake their hands and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and they would talk to them for a couple of minutes just to see how they're doing and how's everything, and it just shows you how well liked they are and just really well respected. I mean, everyone that we mentioned on our list are well respected and really well known in that hockey community. But Sunday it was hard because like we got some teams that were playing against each other that we both have friends on like Kainai and Eagle Lake. Like that was hard. Did they play? They played, right?
Carnine Eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gave me
E
a look like as if
E I know it's just well no because Eagle beat Carnine to advance.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You just made me think like, did they play just the way you looked? But yeah, it was hard to we were neutral on that one
Yeah.
because we have friends on both teams and like El Sopo took
Yeah.
like we were in Cross Lake Islanders. We know we have friends on both sides as well, and it's hard. I mean, you want to cheer for certain teams, but I mean, when Kaina and Eagle played, I went back to the hotel and got my Eagle
Jeez.
Lake hoodie,
Yeah.
and Colton saw me with it. And his eyes just went big, and
Oh.
I said, I just got back from the hotel and put this on. I told him, but it was all good. We just want to say a quick thank you to Beaters Blackhawks, Whitefish Flyers, L'Orange 89 Niners, Indigenous Sports Academy, Canoe Lake Young Guns, and our goaltending. So for all the gifts that they gave us. Oh, plus Kisikoos Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bush got a Kisikoos Rangers shirt, but I didn't. They forgot about me. So that's like Lucas, Curtis Wetney, Kevin Roberts, Courage Bear, Bells, and
Yeah.
Marty Ross and Roddy Ross. So thanks guys
Hmm.
your for all the clothing. We really appreciate it. We will be wearing it. Well, as you can see now, I got the
Yeah.
Blackhawks and Bush is wearing the Rangers. And each episode we will be wearing
We're gonna
the
advertise.
advertise for you guys. And if you guys ever need any favors or need any help, just shoot us a message. That goes just for any team too. We love helping Indigenous hockey teams. I mean, we we've known to help players and teams get picked up or pick up players. So if you guys ever need a player for a tournament or whatever, just shoot us a message. It comes with a 10% agent fee though.
Yeah.
So
Up front.
yeah, upfront. EMT first. No post-dated checks or
That's-
no POs from the band office. So okay, who had the nicest jerseys in the tournament for men's this year?
I
And you can't say Oilers.
oh well,
That's
very
a tough
cheeky.
one.
That is a tough one.
Nicest jerseys for me.
I was really impressed by the um supplement in print by Quanland on Predators.
I
I
was
really
gonna say
like
that too. I like that green.
yeah, and I really liked how their socks were not just like a two-tone color and
Yeah,
they
that was
had
cool.
design, yeah. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah, you just took my answer. Muskeg Lake Blades, they look pretty cool. They had
Hmm.
like the University of Michigan happening. Norway House Brewers,
Nor else, yes.
they got new jerseys. Same as Red Pheasant Rebels, they got new jerseys. They look pretty
Yeah,
sharp. Um, who else? Mistissini Warriors. Look, I like the green and the red. That was
yeah,
nice. Um, but I do like the Predators. Qual and Dunn Predators, they look sharp.
yeah.
And good for them for coming all the way and playing in the Freddie. They're from Yukon, but they came, they had fun. Like even though they lost a few games, they were having fun. You could just tell on the guys'
Yeah.
face that they were just honored to be there and they played their hearts out. Like some games were kind of uneven and just, but they were still having fun. And that's what it's all about. Just respect, having fun, just like the late Francis Scott Saskatchewan would like, right?
Hmm.
It's sometimes, yeah, it is good to win, but at other times it's good just to meet other players and just um, play the game, play for the love of the game. And that's what they did. So I just want to give a big shout out to them. And it was really cool to see. And they look sharp. I really like their jerseys.
Hmm.
Yeah. Who else? Aquasasti look pretty sharp too.
Yeah.
Mr. Wasis, they look sharp. So yeah. Uh, Six Nation Ironman, they look sharp too. They had matching gloves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, the Oilers, but okay, Oilers hand down. I mean,
They
matching shells, helmets, gloves. There's always that saying, look good, feel good, play good.
play good. Yeah.
So, and they look like pretty much the Edmonton Oilers, man.
Yeah.
So, on the women's side, I think the one jersey that I liked was I like OCN Blues,
Hmm.
but I like the Alberta Thunderbirds. They had nice jerseys. Who else? Atlantic Hawks had nice jerseys, so but I would go with the Alberta Thunderhawks for the nicest jerseys for the women's division. So that was that was I think looking, I mean like jerseys really represents like at a higher level of people will notice you, right?
Yeah.
I mean if you wear like I was gonna say Edmonton Oilers, but I kind of put a foot in my mouth, so I wouldn't say that because I just picked that's what took the nicest jerseys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, your jerseys will stand out and people will notice you more if you had to pick a jersey, a team, an NHL jersey or major junior jersey, like colors, who would you pick for your
Well,
res jerseys? You know what? I didn't see no Toronto Maple Leafs. Is that too boring?
maybe.
Like you don't see I didn't see Winnipeg Jets, Calgary Flames, Ottawa Senators, Montreal Canadiens. It's like are Canadian teams their colors boring? Like the Oilers were the only NHL colored
Yeah. Good question. I never thought about it
that
like that till now.
like you got the Rangers, you got the Blackhawks, you got the Flyers all wearing is Trump like
Yeah.
Canadian teams really boring. So you got PBCN, right? You got Dallas Stars right there and Norway House Bruins, Pelican Lake and Cody, they look like Washington Capitals.
Mhm.
Round Lake, they look like Carolina. That's interesting. I didn't even notice that. And
That's
like
strange. Yeah.
Kainai, they're like Ottawa Senators. Hmm. That is that is someone should someone should make sweaters like Toronto Maple Leaf colors. That'd be pretty sweet to watch.
Yeah.
So I never knew that just till we mention it right now. Uh, someone said, okay, we'll talk about coaching. I think it's every team in the Freddie, men's and women's, should have a head coach and a couple assistants.
Yeah.
Um, someone mentioned to me about coaches that just stand there and don't talk to their players, and they're there for more. They're a spectator more than being a coach. Like they'll just stand there with their arms crossed and just watch
Mm.
and not really help them coach. Like every time I coached, I would talk to my players every shift when they got off the ice. I would tell them if they did like what to do next shift
Yeah.
or change it up if it's not working. But every shift, I would always talk to my kids. I would talk to my players. I would just wouldn't stand there with my arms crossed. I mean, I think even with men players and at that age, still you still have to tell them change it up. You did this. Can you do this next time and maybe try this? Because
Yeah.
they don't see what you see sometimes because you're standing there on the bench, right? So I think, and there was I don't know. Someone told me on why like I won't mention the team name, but they just said that this coach was more of a spectator than helping out the team, and I watched and I agreed with this person that said that because, but I think you to be a successful coach, you got to communicate. Communication is
Yeah.
so big with your players. Um, if you call a timeout, bring out the drawing board and set up a couple plays because there was a lot of timeouts where teams were trailing and they would pull the goalie. So draw up plays, tell the players where
Yeah.
to go and set up. Give your 2 cents, right? You're the coach. Players will listen to you. So unfortunately, there was only one team that we watched that didn't have a head coach, and so maybe next year we should
Yeah.
ask that coach,
Absolutely.
ask the team manager if we could coach. Holy man, are you okay?
Yeah. I'll be good.
I'll be good. I've been like sleeping in hotels. It's so dry in these rooms, so I've been needing my
Mhm.
puffer more. But yeah, um, question of
Answer.
Someone messaged us on our Rez Hockey Podcast Facebook page, asking if under 18 kids should be allowed to play in the Freddy. Thoughts?
Thoughts? Special consideration if they're in the junior league playing, if they're an underage university student, like they got to be able to skate and defend themselves. Like if you saw Eric Lindros as a 17-year-old, you'd let him play,
Oh
right?
yeah.
But if you saw I don't know, like Connor Bedard, someone as small as him in this, some of the target, I don't know. I think they should be. I think they could be allowed it, but that family and that player absolutely has to be honest with themselves. That
And you have
they
to
can't
sign a
just
waiver form
yeah,
for
like they can't just play in this just to say that they played in this tournament. Like they have to be honest. Say, can you keep up? Can you protect yourself? Right? That's what I think.
yeah, I think that too. I think players who played major junior could play. If you're 16, 17 playing midget or U18,
Yeah. No.
then I don't think should be able to play. I think to be like, as an example, there was a boy named Hubert Clark from uh we interviewed him from
Yeah.
Norway House Birds. He's under 18, but he's good enough. He was good. He kept his own. He was taking up the puck. He was really good in his defensive zone, and he's a big boy. He must be what 6'1",
Yeah.
6'2", 200 pounds.
Hmm.
So he was able to
Yeah.
keep up. And but there's a lot of the times when parents just want their kids to be a part of Freddie that will say to their managers, "Yeah, my kid can play." But I think not too many under 18 kids could play in this tournament because you're
No.
playing against men. You're playing against professionals, college players, um,
Yeah.
veterans. So, and seeing your kid get hit and get hurt is the last thing any parent or spectator wants. And these guys hit hard.
Yeah.
So these guys are grown men. So I think only a certain percentage, which is a really low percentage, can play in this tournament. So, um, because like, what if there's a scrum in
Yeah.
front of the net and it's every man for himself? And what if a guy grabs your kid and just starts ragdolling him and punching him or cross-checking him? It's
Yeah.
gonna hurt their confidence and it's gonna scare them to the point where they might not want to play hockey again, or it's gonna take a while to get that confidence back because they're always going to think something's going to happen to them and they're just going to be scared.
Yeah.
Oh, man, but your kid, what time is it running outside in the hall? Oh, freak. Can you hear that?
No.
So, but yeah, I think it's really up to the parents because it's them that's going to make that choice, right?
Yeah.
Do it for the safety of your child and not just because you want them to play in the Freddy. The Freddy will hopefully be here for years and years. So your child will have time to mature, grow, get strong, then play in the Freddy because
Yeah.
we don't want no one to get hurt. That's the last thing. And it was good to see because there were some players that would hit, and I mean, hits that kind of make an impact to the point where they might want to hurt someone. But most of the times, a lot of these players were just hitting just to not to hurt, but just to, what's the word, like still under that line of I don't know where the fuck if I'm going. I totally uh lost my concentration on thoughts. Okay, well X that.
Oh
X.
yeah.
Okay, you take over for a bit. I gotta regroup. Okay, go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Caden Butterfly for his keen ears on my interview and my overuse of the word competition.
When did you use that competition?
I use it in probably a sentence and a half when we got interviewed after our free agent skate.
Oh yeah, that's right. When
Yeah.
Curtis Standing, our buddy there, who does all the interviews with the Freddie, he
Yeah.
interviewed us after our skates, and he said competitive
As a
co
competition on the
competition.
men's side, obviously the competition on the women's side, it's the competition is raised. I can't remember. I caught myself, I went like this, and as soon as my and then he messaged me, yeah, I knew you caught yourself after you tilted your head back.
It happens.
Yeah. Tired
So
brain after a free agent skate. I was doing
yeah,
suicides and you weren't.
you
Slow
were
suicide.
you no, we slowed down the camera for that, but you were
Yeah.
fast. We had to slow it down because you were too fast. So, but yeah, it was like we said, we have former guests who are our friends, and we just get to joke around. And a lot of these guys they're comical. They think they're co comedians like Colton, and because
Yeah.
when I can't remember what happened. I think I was wearing. Oh no, I tagged one of the teammates, his teammates Alcana, and told him he was my favorite player. Then Colton said, I thought I was your favorite player. So when we were doing the interview, that's why I said my favorite hockey player and favorite hockey team because I can't remember which hoodie I was wearing, and he said I thought we were your favorite team. But yeah, a bunch of comedians we know. Let's go to. Did you make a list for your your all tournament team, or do I just have it?
No, you
Okay.
just have it.
Let's go with our third annual. Well, because
Yep.
we were there for 3 years, our third year this
Yeah.
year. So, Rez Hockey All-Tourney team. We'll go with the women's division first.
Okay.
Um, okay, so this is our Rez Hockey All-Tourney team for the women's division. Coach from Red Pheasant Lady Rebels, Sheldon Watney. Yeah, good coach, man.
Yeah.
He, I think the women's division was really a lot of teams were even, and they had a lot of good players. So, Sheldon's our coach. For defense, our goalie, sorry, is Shayna Dominique from Fort Albany. Um, Unfortunately, they didn't make it this Sunday, but
Mm.
she got peppered with shots, and a lot of the times it was like a low scoring game. I mean, she was seeing 60 shots a game, and she was losing like 4-0 or something. But
Hmm.
if you're saving more than 50 shots a game, you're you're doing something right. Like,
Yeah.
so Shayna's our goalie for the Res Hockey alternate team.
Yeah.
On defense, we have Kanisha Miss Wagon, defenseman. She played with Cross Lake, so she was a really good defenseman. I think she plays University of BC hockey out west, so good solid defenseman. Our another defenseman is Mackenzie Mayo with the Alberta Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
So another good defenseman. Played a lot of minutes in the finals. Our forwards, they're Lily George with Red Pheasant. Red Pheasant won the championship, and she can fly. That was my first time seeing Lily play, and she was flying out there, making plays and everything. Uh, Next is Haley Bouchard. She played for Fort Albany. She was probably their best player, and she was taking up the puck, and she played really good against OCN. So Haley's our one of our choices, and for OCN, Tage Thompson. Tage is a former guest of the show, and she had a really good outing, really good tournament with OCN. For the men's, for the Rez
Oh
Hockey
boy.
Alternate team, for coach, we got Scotty Daniels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mestawassas made it to Sunday, which was huge for them. First time they made Sunday, so everyone was excited. They were 4-0 in their division. So Scotty was a good coach. So on D, we got Hunter Mayo for Canoe Lake Young Guns. This guy was putting on a show every time he took the puck up, man. He was just dangling out there.
Yeah.
And we got Owen Hedrick, Eagle Lake
Yep.
Chiefs. Owen was in a class of his own, I guess. I mean, this guy was you could that's the reason why you play professional hockey, man. He could
Yeah.
quarterback the play, really control the game. Um, and when guys were trying to get under his skins, he wouldn't allow it. He was in the right mindset. He was in the zone, I guess you
He
could
was in
say,
his
right?
zone. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
for forwards, we have Jeremy Boyer of Sunday League Chiefs. This guy, man, what a skater! Just a natural skater. Um, he control another forward that can just control the game, and he beat the Oilers pretty much by himself. Like he scored that game-winning shorthanded goal. He just
Yeah.
snuck behind defenseman, stole the puck off him, and went in and scored. What a smooth skater. I just enjoyed watching him play. Next is Damien Giroux off Beatrice Blackhawks. Uh, Damien could fly, could shoot, could score. Him and his brother, Zach, they played really good together. It was cool to see because they don't have the opportunity to play together because Damien was playing pro and and Zach was
Yeah.
playing junior. So it was good to see. You could tell they were having fun because they don't get that opportunity too often. So that was cool to see. And last of the forwards is okay, I'll give you one guess. Who do you think?
Jody.
Yeah, Juddy.
Yeah.
Juddy Blackwater. I don't know. This guy's like a fine wine. I guess you say you get better with age. This
Yeah.
guy's 38, 39. He'll I think he'll be 39. No, he's 38. But this guy's still the best player out there, man.
Yeah.
Um, he was the best for it, like for Con he was flying out there making plays and he there was this one I can't remember who they were playing. It was on rink number 2 and Colty was on the far side of beside the goalie in the far side, and Judd was did a cross ice saucer pass to Colton, and Colton almost batted out of the
Out
air
in
and
midair. Yeah.
scored. But just to make that pass across the cross ice crease in the air is not too many guys could make that saucer pass other than you, Bush. But it's like wow. And our goalie for the Rez Hockey. Oh man. Rez Hockey All-Tourney team is Mark Sinclair of Eagle Lake Chiefs. So Sinky was a wall, man. I can't believe it. He played that good. I've never seen a goalie play that good. It was an honor to watch these guys play. All 12 players that made the Res Hockey All-Tourney team. But I'm sure we could make like at least 5 teams for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You make a
So
whole pool of teams.
exactly. So it was good to see. Yeah, my brain's still in tired mode.
They were playing Whitefish Flyers on
But
that sequence of plays.
oh yeah, and
Yeah.
that's hard because Whitefish is
Yeah.
a good team.
Mhm.
Jeez. But yeah, it was cool. We met a lot of people and met some new friends. So we're really excited for Freddie next year.
Yeah.
And we just want to apologize for not having merch. There was a miscommunication between our supplier and us.
Yeah.
So we will be making merch, getting merch, and just keep an eye on our Facebook page and stuff like that. Then we'll get everything settled. So yeah, we apologize because there was a lot of people asking, and I just felt
Yes.
bad for saying
I know.
we don't have none. So, but we will get some.
And they'll be deadly.
Yeah, they would be deadly. I had some good ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. Killer
So,
ideas.
anything else before we skedaddle for this week?
No. Other than don't forget to air out your stuff, everybody. Yeah, even though it's last tournament, that mildew smell will still grow.
I aired out my stuff.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
pretty stinky
Yeah.
from what so like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's almost 6 days, man.
Well, the one day it was just baking in the truck, right? Because it
Oh
got I
yeah,
bet you it
that's
got to
right.
about plus 20, plus the tonneau cover's black. So it was probably just nice and
Gross.
aromatic.
Yes.
And yeah,
We just want to give another shout out to 21 Sports Limited for all the help that
yeah,
given us. If you need any clothing done for like your company or your business, or just want to make some shirts up, we'll be posting the 21 Sports Limited info on our Facebook page. So head over to our Facebook and we'll give you all the deets to get a hold of 21 Sports Limited. So thanks for joining us for this week. All about the Freddy.
yeah.
Great tournament. If you have the chance to go to it next year in 2025, go and watch because you will not be disappointed. It was only $15 a day and you can watch
Best
20
hockey.
games. There's
Yeah.
140 games in 4 days.
Hmm.
Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 4 games. What's 140 divided by 4? That's 35 games a day for $15.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
No.
So start planning extra because hotels book up fast. So
Yeah.
start making plans to go watch the Freddy in 2025 in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for joining us. We are on Podbean, Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon
Yeah.
Music, iHeartRadio, and we are on YouTube as well. So like, subscribe, and what is it? How do it
Share.
is? And share our Facebook, our YouTube. And then I'm gonna go to bed soon because I'm just pooped.
Yeah.
Because I got
There's-
another long day of training tomorrow. I'm just sitting
Oh,
there.
yeah. And there's no hockey on tonight.
So yeah, there's, there's basketball. Do you like basketball?
Not a big fan. I never really got into basketball and watching it.
I was a big Jordan fan in the 90s, but I don't really care for it no more.
Yeah.
It's soft, like the NHL teams can't do nothing and without getting a foul or whatever. But yeah, thanks for joining us for episode 116. We will see you guys next week. So remember, be nice to each other, respect each other, love each other. So we'll
Yeah.
see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.